Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GoGo Play Spotlight, a program that is brought to you every Wednesdays from 11 right here on SSBC with your host, Rochelle Hakim. Today, I am here with one of the most incredible, talented, and crowned artists in the country. He has showered us with a lot of good tunes, that is from Crush, going on to Junubia, and much more of amazing tunes. Currently taking over the wave, that's Queens of the Night, a song that is dedicated into empowering women in different aspects and also selecting those who are a priority from mashallah to number one. Help me to welcome MACCO. Welcome to the studios of SSBC.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Honestly, I'm so excited that today you are one of our guests in the studio. Like literally, we have been seeing your progress from day one. And today you are one of the biggest celebrated names in the industry. MACCO, you're one person that have influenced a lot of people and spoken through your diversity into the music scene. Tell us, how do you see diversity today, creating an opportunity for young people from different tribes right here in South Sudan?
Yeah. First of all, I would love to say it's a pleasure to be here. Yes, and thank you very much for hosting me, and also to be here to talk and discuss about all these things to do with music. Yeah. To talk about diversity in music, I feel diversity is very important in the music industry because music changes every single day. And when you look at the music industry right now, if you compare it to 5 years back, it's not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, and the good thing is that people are gravitating to South Sudan music more right now compared to back then.
Yes.
So the younger people, or the younger generation, they have more opportunities in music right now. Like I can say some people are living off music.
Sure.
But if you look at it back then, it was so hard, like you have to do other side jobs for you to cater for the things that you need in music. But right now, at least music is paying a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is encouraging people to work more towards music and encouraging other people, like the younger people who are very talented, and they be like, okay, there's future in this. So we need to jump into it and explore it, and maybe you can get a future out of it.
Well, you have just said something, especially regarding people living out of music. You personally are one person that I believe have invested a lot and actually producing quality videos for us. What do you see are the common aspects or challenges that face artists for them not to grow to the standard that we usually expect?
Of course, money, capital. Yes, you know, music is just like any other business, and for any business to run smoothly and make profits and all that, you need a lot of investment. You need to invest, and you need to have a lot of money to make it run, you know. So for our music now, like most of the time we do complain, why are we not going international? Why are we not known outside?
Yeah.
The main problem is this, and I will tell every viewer watching this, the main problem is that we lack investors. There's no any single South Sudanese person can beat their chest and be like, I invested in so and so, but I've invested this to encourage the music industry to grow. There's none. So for us to grow and be bigger outside there, and for us to generate more money, bringing it in, we need to invest, you know. And I always say, you know, we don't have like the things that we're exporting right now. There's nothing much that we are selling as South Sudanese outside there. So I feel music or entertainment, it's something that we can be able to sell, you know. Music opens a lot of doors, you know, and it changes a lot of narratives. You know, we are known outside right now, oh, South Sudanese, they're always fighting, conflicts and all that. So we need to change that. And how are we going to do that? By giving them good quality music, showing them our cultures, showing them the beauty of South Sudanese, you know, and we can do that by doing good music. And for example, when I was doing Queen of the Night, yes, I was putting all these women like the mother of the nation, the first lady and all that, you know, I was putting them in the songs for people to know them, okay, they're also kind. We have these beautiful people in this country. And the song itself, I sang it in English.
Yes.
For people who don't even know our languages to understand what I'm trying to say, you know. So for us artists, we are like the tourists, you know. Like we want people to come to our country, explore. Like we need people to come in this country for something different apart from jobs and all that. We want them to come and learn our cultures, you know. So that's why I'm asking people out there, please invest in our music. We have very talented artists in this country, but because there's not much money, you know, that's why we are not going anywhere. And music needs a lot of money, by the way. Like for you, starting from good quality audio, good music video, needs a lot of money. And for us to do that, we need strong people who are financially stable, and be able to push these artists.
You're one person that have truly given so much back to the community. What sacrifice have you seen that you have really offered so much? Did it pay off?
Okay, like one sacrifice I did was I dropped out at the college. I stopped going to school because I was so much into this mass communication and all that. I wanted to be a journalist, but at the same time, I knew music was my calling since I was a kid. So I knew like, if I do this, this like, before it was like a gamble. You're like, okay, if I do this, what is going to happen with whatever that I'm trying to pursue on this one?
Yeah.
So I had to be like, I had to put it down and be like, okay, let me try music and see how it's going to go. If it works out, then well and good. If it doesn't, then Lord with me.
I'm happy that it worked out, by the way.
It really did, because something that, like, I always call it a gift. Because if you have that special gift and you believed in it, at the end of the day, it might not work out immediately, but it will work out eventually.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Talking about social media, I've seen a lot of artists getting famous out of their controversy, and some people pointing fingers. You're one person I can say a lot have been talking, but you went mute. And it's so surprising that you never fought back, but then instead your fans were the one fighting for you. Do you see that social media is a blessing or a curse in a way that belongs to some accounts?
Okay, I think I will answer two from what you just asked. First, when you jump into controversials and all that, and you use it to get fame out of it. For me, I always say there's talent over hype.
Nice.
You can be hyped and you go with that hype from the internet, your friends gassing you up and all that, and you feel like you're above everybody else.
Sure.
But later on, you realize you are not even capable of sustaining or maintaining your relevancy for more than 5 years because you're not talented enough.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is to know, are you really talented? If you are talented, you will know all these controversials, all the negativity, you don't even need it. You just need your music to speak for you. That's one. About the internet, for me, I don't feel it's a curse. I feel it's a blessing because it has changed a lot. I can say right now, I can even mention 2 or 3 artists who have blown, like right now, they're big artists because of the internet, especially TikTok right now.
True.
There are so many people in South Sudan right now using TikTok more than any other platform. Yes, and it shows like there's these platforms that we can be able to put our music. Back then, I believe like those artists back then, like you really need to bring your music to SSBC to be played for you to be known. Right now, there are so many ways that you can do your music or put it out there. People will just get it easily. So like I feel that like right now, internet is really good. It's a blessing. And again, interacting with fans, like it's really nice because this is where you get to know whatever you're putting out there, are people receiving it? Are they receiving it negatively or positively?
Positive.
At least you get the review from the people. And again, people get to criticize you because if you're an artist or if you're a public figure, you need to be criticized for you to improve on what you're doing. So if you're doing something right or you're doing something wrong, somebody have to talk or speak up about that. Because at the end of the day, maybe you might have people around you who are just sugarcoating you all the time. They be like, oh, they're doing something right. But somebody who doesn't even know you, they don't care about you, they only love your music. So when you're doing something wrong, they will tell you, man, this music is not good. Whatever you're doing here is wrong. So from there, you get to change. And that's why the internet right now is really good because you get the feedback immediately. Yeah.
That's so nice. MACCO, there's someone watching you today, and then they'll be like, I believe you have started your journey in the right path, and I want to do the same thing. Will you encourage them to do whatsoever you have done, or let them discover their own self? Because you see today in the industry, someone will be adoring whatsoever you're doing, and they think that's the best thing they should do. Should they discover themselves, or they need to get someone that they can copy and paste from?
Okay, at the end of the day, I feel you need to discover yourself. In whatever field or whatever dream that you're trying to pursue in life, you need to discover yourself first. You need to know the reason why you're doing it. And at the end of the day, you need to have your own plans for it. Because maybe I did my own ways of doing my own things for me to be here. And at the end of the day, I still feel maybe I'm not even yet there. But somebody feels like, okay, this is the place that I want to be. But in like myself, I feel maybe I'm not even there. So that's why it's very important for you to discover yourself, know where you're going, know your goals, and know what you really need to achieve. Again, like sometimes we feel bad, like when good things are happening to some people, we'll be like, oh, I'm doing the same thing this other person is doing, and I'm not getting the same results as him. So that's why I always say you don't even know the time or the sweat or the blood that takes these people to reach where they are. So it's just about believing and working extra hard to reach where you want to go, because it might not happen right now. But trust me, when you reach there, you will know the green, like the grass is like, it's really green, you know. So when you reach to at the end of the tunnel, you will see the light. But if you give up right now because you see only the darkness and you don't want to move further ahead, then you will just lose hope and you will not even reach your goals.
That's really lovely. MACCO Boy, what thing would you like an upcoming artist or established artist who is a South Sudanese, be it a female or a male, to stop in this year 2025?
You know, I always say everybody have their own lives and they have their own rules and they know how they live their lives. So I'm not going to tell anyone stop doing this and start doing this. Sometimes, you know, some people they do negative things and it worked out
And
for their benefits, you know. And some people they do positive things and sometimes they don't even work out. So, but the only advice that I can give anyone is just to be a good citizen in this country, because we need to be really nice to one another. We need to stop this tribalism. We need to stop all this hate. And we need to love and embrace one another, you know. Reconciliation is the most important thing. We need to let all those other people outside South Sudan to feel the sense of belonging, like they belong in this country also. Like we need to show one another like we really care for the betterment of this country. We need to show one another love, either even if you're a soldier, policeman, whoever you meet on the road, just show love, be kind, be a good human being. That's all I can tell you.
Talking about to show love towards each other, there's this trend that is happening and we have been following as fans. Like people are now bringing division into the industry. What do you think could be the best solution to avoid such kind of circumstances?
Okay, for me, I feel there are some people who always benefit from all this. You know, there are people who always causing all this chaos just to bring conflicts for them to benefit. But as an artist, you need to know you don't belong to anyone. You don't belong to any tribe. You don't belong to any community. You're from the people. You're by the people, and you're singing for the people.
Nice.
So you just need to focus on something that is positive, something that is uniting people. But if you are that artist that you just go with the narratives from the people on the ground, like, oh, so and so, they are from these tribes and they are doing this and this, and you follow on that, you are losing your way as an artist. Let people speak. Everybody have they have their own agenda, or they have their own mindset of the beliefs that they have on their own. But as an artist, you are the face, you know, you are the star people are looking up to. So if you take all those narratives and you run with it, your followers will follow you and you are leading them astray. So the most important thing is you to be a good example, and you will change the mind of all these people around you.
Lovely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with me in the studio is MACCO Boy. He is a remarkable artist in South Sudan and also East Africa at large. Let me put that, because he's one person that never only captured hearts of people in the country, but also beyond our borders. You know what? You're really beautiful to know our artists. Like, we usually know you about music, but today, I've understood one thing. MACCO Boy is very knowledgeable. That's really awesome. He is very knowledgeable. Well, let's go for this short break and be back shortly to discuss much more about who MACCO Boy is and also to give us an a cappella. Stay tuned. Well, welcome back from that amazing short break. It was a beautiful song, Queen of the Nile by MACCO Boy. MACCO Boy is one person that we celebrate in this industry, bringing back tunes after tunes. I'll say this, his songs are filled up with meaningful lyrics and rich with culture and identity. I believe that short clip itself has spiced your screen and given you a concept of who he is, in case for the first time you haven't witnessed his music. You can go to YouTube right now and type MACCO Boy, and you'll be able to see remarkable songs and a lot of amazing things there for you. You know what? This industry is really gifted and it has a lot to offer for both me and you. Therefore, I want you to stay tuned because we are not yet done by him. This is GoGo Play Spotlight and I'm your host, Rachel Hakim. And in this show, always we bring for you talk celebrities, discussions, entertainment news, and much more right here on SSBC. So, MACCO Boy, I would say Queen of the Nile is such an amazing song that you have released. And a lot of people are actually even somewhere like, if MACCO Boy didn't mention you in that song, then the mushkila. But when I read the title and I saw the meaning, I found that you were celebrating every single woman in the country, in the land of South Sudan. And people shouldn't be like, he didn't mention me. He mentioned all of us, by the way. A celebration rather of one woman is celebration for all of us. So we need to witness that. And I would say thank you so much for considering us as women of South Sudan. So, MACCO, currently we are in an era of AI. Do you think that the music will be highly influenced by AI, whereby we even support the concept of artists producing their lyrics or either writing the words using AI?
Okay, this thing of AI, I think it's just maybe people are just taking it too far. That's the way I see it, because at the end of the day, fans, they want to see their artists physically. Do AI artists come for interviews like the way we are here, like right now? Of course, they won't come here. You know, again, there's something called stage performances, tours. You know, you need to go maybe to the deepest places, like in the villages. You can perform for the people there. Do those people understand what is AI and all these things? Of course, they don't. So I don't think AI is going to take over music industry like the way people think. Maybe some people who are not talented and they have writing skills, writing good lyrics and all that. This is where now they will be able to use it to express themselves, like in terms of creating music and all that. You know, but to replace music, I don't think so, because for artists to connect with their fans, they need to perform these songs in person. You know, you need to appear, you need to do these meets and greets. You know, like fans also, they always want to meet these celebrities that they look up to. You know, so it's very important to also see and listen to something. At the end of the day, maybe I can do an AI song. I just do it just for the sake it's something. But at the end of the day, it's not me. The voice is not even mine. You know, so for me, it doesn't make sense. But it's just for the internet. This is just technology. People are just playing with it and creating new stuff.
You have been in this game for a super long time now, and as time passes by, there are new beats being introduced and even genres. Like Amapiano came up recent and took over. Like almost everyone is now indulging into the beat of Amapiano. Do you see that it's also affecting your work or your creativity?
Well, since Amapiano came out, I didn't do any Amapiano song.
Okay.
And I still have top songs. I have Fire. Like it was like since last year up to now, still the biggest song in the country.
Exactly.
Been on AudioMark top chart South Sudan #1 for more than 4 months.
Nice.
You know, and the album I released last year, Loverboy album, been #1 for more than 5 months.
Congratulations.
You know? So it shows like whatever you are doing, you know, all this type of music, these are just trends. And it's also important for artists to try and experiment new styles of music. You know, if you are a talented artist and you are very versatile, you just jump to any style of music. But at the end of the day, there's music with substance, music that will stay for long. And there's a music just for happiness. And these are the type of Amapiano beats and all that. This is just for happiness. You just go out in the clubs and that's it. But when you come home, do you sit down and listen to Amapiano?
Not really.
Of course not. So we want to do a music that you can sit down with your family, kids and all that. A type of music that we call a family-friendly type of music. That's the type of music that I'm doing. A music that will stay for long. I want a music that I will do and stay for maybe more than 5 years and people are still listening to it. It's still fresh. You know, that's the type of music that I want to do.
And let me tell you, Crush have been the first song that I've heard from you.
And that was 2020.
It's so fresh. Absolutely so fresh. Whatever Crush is being played, just know that the vibe itself, it's never ended. And it's something I think that has been particularly believing so much into that. So what kind of what acapella will you give us today from your favorite song?
I don't know. Like I have so many songs, and you know, for us artists, we treat our music or songs like our kids. Like now, if you have your own kids, you don't even choose this one is my favorite kid and all that. Even if you have, you don't show. You know. So music, it's something that I adore, I love, and I really treat it with respect. So my songs, I don't choose. Most of the time, when I just go on stage and be like, which song do you want me to perform? You know, if I don't have time.
Which song do you want to perform for us today?
Which song do you want me to perform?
Let's go for the latest, Queen of the Nile.
I will do Queen of the Nile and I do Cry. Since you love Cry so much. Yeah.
Awesome.
Crash dear, nong tok dimpos, anong lewer kuskin atoke yen. Del chol kwager pyo chi baibo, nyane panda in ya the way you are. Superman is a superwoman, you're my real life Wonder Woman. I'm feeling you from my heart, baby. I'm feeling you from my soul, darling. Gel batay bidugu ze lungara, Mapi binya tani ze inti, mama. King without a queen, that's a no-no. Sukar, sukar gelbi halawa. Halawa gelbi ya mama. This song I sing it for you. Give me your love, ma. Crash dear, nong tok dimpo os, anong lewer kuskina toke yen. Del chol kwager pyo chi baibo, nyane panda in ya the way you are. South Sudanese girl, you are the fire in my soul. In Cape Town, you are been your baby. I've never placed anyone above you. South Sudanese girls, number one. Junubian queen, mashallah. Queen of the Nile. You are the mirror of Mama Africa. South Sudanese girls, number one. Junubian queen, mashallah. Queen of the Nile. You are the mirror of Mama Africa. Yeah,
You should do a live concert singing here. Oh, bravo, lovely voice and beautiful words right there. And I was saying that I wish you all the best in your new journey. And I truly believe that MACCO Boy is going to be an incredible icon, somebody in South Sudan, but celebrated up and club. And MACCO Boy, I believe you're one person that always thought back and listen from a distance. And you knew that this is not the life you have planned for in one way or the other. What advice will you give to your younger self and to future you?
If I go back in time today
Mhm.
and I'll be like, I'm going to advise my younger self,
Yeah.
um, I don't, maybe to tell myself like to be more prepared
Mhm.
because I feel the world itself is more cruel and to be more kind. That's why, like, if you listen to my music, I'm really kind.
Mm.
I'm one artist in this country that really friend with all the artists. I don't have
Sure.
any beef with anyone.
Mm.
I don't have any issues with any DJ or any producer or any promoter.
Mhm.
Because number one, I treat people with respect.
Indeed.
I will give you that respect, and I will still wait and like for you to give me that respect too.
Mhm.
I will show you love, you know, and and that's one thing about me. Like, and I really love that about myself. And if I go back to myself, maybe I will tell myself to be more vigilant of people,
Mhm.
know who's real and who's fake, because in this life there are so many snakes,
Mm.
and like this music industry itself is really stressful.
Mm.
Like there are some people in this game, like some people will show you love
Mm.
in person, but behind you they are doing something else.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, you thank God
Mm.
for where you are or where you came from,
Yeah.
and you look in front, because if you do something good and you expect something good and somebody's doing something wrong for you, at the end of the day, God will turn it around and make it a blessing for you.
Mm.
So for me, I don't believe in hate. I don't believe in negativity.
Mm.
So if somebody give me bad vibe and all that, I just let it be. And I know God will turn it into something great for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I go back again, one thing I would love to tell myself is that, okay, I will not even go back again.
Mhm.
When I was starting to doing music and all this, venturing into music,
Mm.
the first thing my dad told me was like, I don't want you to get caught up in these drugs and all that, like drinking and all these things. And again, he added girls, because for us, our like for us South Sudanese, especially our parents, they believe music exposes you to all this negative stuff.
Exactly.
Like you get into girls, drugs, and all that. But for me, I believe it's how you carry yourself.
Mm.
For me, I don't drink,
Mm.
I don't smoke, I don't do all these things that people say is negative. And there's nothing wrong with drinking as long as you're drinking responsibly. You're drinking knowing you have a goal to achieve. You're drinking only on the weekend, having fun with your friends, and on Monday, on weekdays, you go back and do what is required of you. But for me, I don't even do all that. So if you're watching this as a parent and you feel like, oh, my kid is doing music and they're going to get into drugs, no. It's not music that is making people get into drugs. It's the personality. It's the groups that people move with. So if you find yourself you are with certain group of people, even if you're not doing music, you still end up doing negative things. Yeah. So we need to see music as something positive in our community. We need to see it as something that has a future, not something that people always say, this is Tashamashi. Yeah, that's how they always put music. But I feel music is a blessing, it's a gift from God. And I don't think God can give anyone something negative. And I don't think God can create all these artists in this country just to bring negativity in the country. No, because artists, they are the pillars of this country. We are the one who are preaching peace. We are the one always pushing people for reconciliation and all that. So we need to respect our artists. We need to love them. And we need to show them, okay, we also regard them as the pillars of this country also.
Well, thank you so much, MACCO, for your amazing words and your time as well. It has been a fruitful discussion to have you right here on SSBC. It's always said that for you to know how things are going, it's through the fruit of the person have worked in it. And indeed, your work have put itself a lot there. And I will attest to that too. You're one person that whenever people hear about you, they hear only good music and good things. No fighting, no beefing, no nothing. And even you haven't witnessed that on social media. So thank God. Keep that up. And we appreciate you so much for your precious time and coming to the studios of SSBC right here. This is what it is, GoGo Play Spotlight. Follow us on our social media handles from our Facebook, that's GoGo Play, going on to our TikTok, GoGo Play as well. And don't forget Instagram, GoGo Play SSD. And also you can download our app today to stream awesome South Sudanese songs, book event tickets, and even entertain us right there online. I remain your host, Rochelle Hakim, and it has been a great pleasure to have MACCO Boy. Don't forget also to follow him on his YouTube, Audio Mac, anywhere, everywhere, so that you can enjoy pure South Sudanese content. From me and the camera crew, we'd like to thank you so much and catch up with us till next time. Bye-bye.